Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to talk about the tank behind me, the 8845P. Well, I had the 45P quite a while in my collection, let's say a year, 2 years, and I've rescaped it only once. So today I'm going to show you what we did, and I want to tell you about the products that I've got from WIO. WIO is sponsoring this video this day, and I just wanted to show you what I've got and what I've built with it. And the reason why I say I do it a little differently is because, as you can see, I already started scaping. And the thing is, with this tank, it's standing in a corner and it's quite hard to film and scape at the same time here. I'm gonna do it with the shallow tank, but with this one it was hard, so we're not gonna do it. And that being said, let's go to the tank behind me. This is the 8845P. It reaches 45 centimeters at the front, 30 centimeters to the top, and 27 from front to back. And the rocks that I used are not typically being used for the build that I wanted to do. I wanted to start a Brazilian style tank, and this is the first time for me. But the only problem is, these are Bumblebee rocks. And as you can see, they have way less texture than the rocks usually being used for the Brazilian style tanks. So usually they do Frodo stone or Sirius stone or maybe even geostone. But this was quite a hard build, and that's why I didn't start filming right from the start as well. What I'm gonna do, or what I'm gonna change later, is probably put some lava stone backs under the stone, so the ones at the back side, left and right side, will not disappear completely, because the plan is to start from low plants at the front, maybe HC Cuba, to some, I don't know, Stargen repens, and maybe to some Rotalas at the back. As you can see, what I used is the warm gray accent from WIO and the Tigris Sand. Is it the Tigris Sand? Yeah, this is the Tigris Sand. It does look like 88 Colorado sand. It's a little bit orangey, a little bit more color to it, more warmth to it than the Heaven Sand from WIO. And yeah, let's show me the technique behind the tank as well. So let's talk about the gear. The light we're going to use is a Chihiro's WRGB 45cm slim light. It's just a lovely light, especially with the reds we're going to pop in. So yeah, they will really shine in the tank. We're going downstairs. There's a Chihiro's double dosing pump. Yeah, you can see 4 bottles. I'm only using 2, especially when you see the double header. And the fertilizers that we're going to use is the AA Green Brighty Mineral and the Green Brighty Neutral K. Maybe I will swap them later on, but for now they're going to do perfectly fine with the tap water that I have. And as an extra conditioner, I'm using the clear water from ADA as well. As you can see, the big shiny filter is the ADA ES300. I'm going to use it with the ADA lily pipes as well, and maybe swap them up the inlet with a skimmer version, but for now the ADA will do just fine. There's no heater attached, so I'm curious how the tank will develop, but the room is always 20 Celsius at minimum, so I'm not quite worried. And as you can see, if we're gonna put some plants in, I think I really need to hire that one and the one at the back, because they will just disappear as the plants come up. So let's get some bags filled with lava stone and put it underneath it, and see how the tank looks from there, and order some plants and go further with the video. So a little fast forward for you guys, just a couple of seconds, and for me, I think it's almost 2 weeks further. So what happened in the meantime? We raised the rocks, as I told you guys, on the left and right side corner, and also we swiveled around with the rock in the middle. It wasn't completely, let's say, in my taste. It was a little bit too straight. It didn't create the depth that I wanted, and one of my friends, juries, told me, let me swivel around on Photoshop, let me show you what is possible. And in the end, this is the result. I'm pretty happy so far, and we can always add a little detail later with the tiny rocks that I got from WIO. As I told you guys earlier, WIO is sponsoring this project, so thank you very much. And Nano also provided the plans for this project, so thank you guys also for the plans. So let's get into the plans that I'm going to use for the project. And let's start off with the front plants. The ones that I'm going to use in the front, probably already called them, is the HC Cuba. And I'm going to mix them up with a different kind of plant, because I first thought, let's do the hairgrass, but I did it a couple of times and I want to do something different. So I got a suggestion from one of my friends as well, and it was the Pogostemon Helferi. You guys probably know this plant. I've seen more often. And I haven't used this plant for quite a while, so you know, let's give it a shot. Maybe cut it a little bit more to smaller pieces, and I've heard that it will stay a little bit smaller if you trim it that way. So let's try that in between. Then we go a little bit further to the middle, and then I have to grab the correct plant as well. It's going to be the Gratiola Viscidula. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's the one from Tropica. It's the only plant that wasn't on the stocking list, so I needed to get it from the shop. And then later on we can switch it up, and I'm probably only gonna use the Rotala Hydra, but I'm thinking of maybe mixing it up with the Rotala Indica that I have as well. But that's a thing for when I'm starting to plant and I need some more, you know, I can always switch it up. So without further ado, let's start planting. I already cleaned some of the in vitros. And I'm also going to use some potted plants. The Rotala Hydra is one of them. The thing is with the potted plants is you can cut them if they are already a little bit longer in like 3 pieces. So you have 3 plants for the price of 1. So that's a convenient thing you have with potted plants. So yeah, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna spray the soil a little bit. It's gonna be a dry start for this time. It's a little bit different than the usual dark start that I usually do. That's like 2-3 weeks with water in it, see if the hardware or the hardscape will float. Well, this is not going to be the case obviously because those are rocks. So we're just gonna do a dry start so the roots can have more grip and the sand will not go everywhere, the soil will not get everywhere. So I think it's the best way to do it for this scape. So let me get started with planting and flash a little bit forward with some music beneath it and just enjoy it. So we're done planting the tank. As you can see, the HE Cuba at the front, some middle Pogostemon in between, the Latin name I cannot pronounce, so the greens, and the Hra at the back and the reds. So I think we planted pretty densely, and I'm just gonna cover it with some foil, air it out every day a little bit and spray it again and see how we will do now, let's say a week or two. And then I will show the final result on my Instagram and my YouTube as well. But thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you guys again.